Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'll be reading a book that I created called Ruby, Antony, and the Storm. So let's read. About the author. TREW is a little girl who loves animals such as rats, foxes, raccoons, birds, cats, bunnies, and so much more. She is a builder, a gatherer, and she is never afraid to try new things. Tiare loves to read and write and use her imagination to create fantastic stories. Once upon a time, in a big green forest, there lived a bright red cardinal named Ruby and a tiny black ant named Antony. Ruby loved to fly high in the sky and sing sweet songs. She liked to relax and enjoy the sunshine. Antony, on the other hand, worked very hard with his ant friends, gathering food and building tunnels. In the busy forest, a big storm was coming, and everyone was getting ready. Ruby, the bright red cardinal, and Antony, the busy little ant, were both preparing, but in very different ways. Antony and his ant friends worked hard. They were busy fixing their tunnels, gathering extra food, and making sure their home was safe. Antony knew the storm would be strong, so he wanted to be ready. Ruby, on the other hand, was perched on a tree, enjoying the sunshine. She didn't think the storm was a big deal. "Why should I worry?" Ruby chirped. "I'll just find a nice branch to sit on." As the days passed, Ruby became bored. She grew tired of watching Antony work and wanted to have fun. One day, Ruby flew down to Antony and said, "Why are you working so hard? Come play with me in the sunshine instead." She tried to get Antony to stop working and join her. Antony looked up and said, "I need to finish this to keep us safe from the storm." Ruby laughed and said, "You're working too much. It's just a storm." But Antony kept working, knowing how important it is to be prepared. Ruby wasn't easily convinced. She still wanted to have fun. Ruby started dropping leaves from the trees, flying low to the ground, and doing all sorts of tricks to distract Antony. She thought that by causing enough commotion, Antony would stop his hard work and join her for some playtime in the sunshine. Antony called out, "Ruby, you should be getting ready for the storm. It's going to be very strong, and you need to find a safe place." Ruby didn't listen. "Oh, Antony, don't be so worried. I'll be fine," she said, still relaxing. As the storm got closer, the skies darkened. The wind grew stronger, and the rain started to pour. Ruby tried to find a safe branch, but the wind pushed her around, and the rain soaked her feather. She realized she was in trouble and set off to find shelter. First, Ruby spotted a group of squirrels lounging in their log house, playing games and not taking the storm seriously. They didn't even try to prepare for the rain. "You should find a safe, better shelter," Ruby called out fearfully. But the squirrels just laughed and said, "It's too late now. We're fine here." So Ruby kept searching. As the storm grew stronger, Ruby spotted a flock of birds high in the trees, who were well prepared for the storm. With a hopeful and urgent flutter, she flew up to them, hoping they could offer Finally, Ruby spotted Antony. Desperate, Ruby flew to Antony's tunnel and cried, "Help me, Antony!" Antony looked at Ruby with a mix of concern and frustration as she stood outside of the worn, dry tunnel. "Ruby," he said, "I told you how important it was to prepare for the storm. You kept saying it wasn't a big deal and that your branch would be enough. I tried to warn you, but you didn't take it seriously." Antony and his friends quickly made room for her inside. Shivering, Ruby said, "I should have listened to you. Thank you for helping me." Antony smiled and said, "It's okay, Ruby. The important thing is that you're safe now. Next time we'll be ready together." Inside the tunnel, Ruby learned the importance of preparing and working hard. Just like Antony, she realized that while some animals had fun and took things lightly, others worked hard to stay safe. Ruby understood the value of being ready for whatever came their way and promised to always be prepared in the future. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for this. There are more pages, but if you want to see them, then you can either buy the book for yourself, or I'll probably make another video with all the pages. But that's going to be it for today's video. Okay, bye.